Welcome to Deep Ocean Sleep Science, where science flows like water. This is a space for rest. You are listening to a documentary about the deep sea, but it is designed differently. There are no dramatic hooks, no startling sounds, only a gentle stream of facts. The voice will remain even and calm. The subject is the vast, quiet darkness beneath the ocean's sunlit surface. A world of slow movements and soft, self-made lights. As we speak of these creatures and their remote home, your only task is to listen, or not to listen. Your mind can wander. Your thoughts can soften. It is perfectly fine if you do not hear the end. That is, in fact, the intention. So, let your eyes grow heavy. Let your breathing become deep and regular. We will simply talk of the deep, and you may simply drift. In the deep ocean, sunlight fades away completely. This happens around 1,000 meters down. The world becomes a permanent twilight, then utter darkness. The pressure here is immense. It would feel like many atmospheres pressing down. Yet life exists in this quiet realm. It has adapted over millions of years. The creatures often move slowly to conserve energy. Their metabolisms are usually quite low. Another fascinating detail is the common use of light. Many deep-sea animals create their own glow. This is called bioluminescence. The light is usually blue or green in color. These colors travel farthest in seawater. In the deep ocean, a fish might have very large eyes. These eyes collect every possible photon. Or, a fish might have very small eyes. It might rely on other senses entirely. Scientists have discovered fish with transparent heads. The barrel eye fish has a fluid-filled shield. This shield covers the top of its head. Its eyes are inside this clear dome. The eyes point upward to detect shadows. The shadows are silhouettes of prey above. Another adaptation is the absence of swim bladders. A swim bladder is a gas-filled organ. At great depth, gas becomes difficult to maintain. The pressure would compress it completely. So many deep-sea fish are neutrally buoyant. Their bodies are made of watery tissues and gels. Their bones are often lightweight and thin. In the deep ocean, the gulper eel has a large mouth. Its jaw is hinged and can open very wide. Its stomach can stretch to accommodate large meals. Food is scarce in the midnight zone. So when a meal appears, it must be captured. The gulper eel's body is mostly tail. It swims slowly, waiting for something to drift by. Another fascinating detail is the anglerfish. The female anglerfish has a luminous lure. This lure extends from a rod on her head. It is tipped with light-producing bacteria. She wiggles this lure in the darkness. Smaller fish are attracted to the tiny glow. They come to investigate the faint light. Then the anglerfish's large jaws snap shut. Her teeth are angled inward to trap prey. The pressure of the deep helps this process. Prey is often sucked in by the water movement. In the deep ocean, some jellyfish are red in color. Red appears black in the deep blue light. This provides a form of camouflage. The vampire squid is neither squid nor vampire. It is a unique relic of ancient times. It has dark, webbed arms and red eyes. Its scientific name means vampire squid from hell. But it is a gentle, drifting creature. It feeds on marine snow, which is falling detritus. Marine snow is a constant gentle rain. It consists of dead plankton and organic matter. The vampire squid collects this snow with sticky filaments. Another fascinating detail is its defensive pose. It can pull its arms over its body. This reveals spiny structures on the arm tips. The inside of its cape-like webbing is dark. This pose is sometimes called the pineapple posture. In the deep ocean, the giant squid is a legend. It is real, though rarely seen alive. Its eyes are the size of dinner plates. These large eyes detect faint bioluminescent flashes. It has long, grasping tentacles lined with suckers. The suckers have rings of sharp, chitinous teeth. Its body is a reddish color in life. It lives in the twilight zone of the ocean. The colossal squid is an even heavier creature. It has hooks on some of its tentacle clubs. Both squids are prey for sperm whales. Scientists have learned from scars on whale skin. The scars match the suckers and hooks of these squids. In the deep ocean, tripod fish use long fins to stand. They rest on the soft, muddy seafloor. Their elongated fin rays act like stilts. They face into the gentle current to feed. They wait for tiny crustaceans to drift by. Their eyes are very small and often unused. They rely on sensation in their long fins. Another fascinating detail is the sea cucumber. Many types live on the abyssal plain. They move slowly, processing the seafloor mud. They extract tiny nutrients from the sediment. Their movement is almost imperceptibly slow. In the deep ocean, the hatchetfish has a thin body. Its body shape resembles the blade of a hatchet. Its sides are covered in light-producing organs. These photophores help with counterillumination. Counterillumination camouflages the fish from below. It matches the faint light from the surface above. This eliminates the fish's silhouette. Predators looking upward might not see it. Another adaptation is upward-facing tubular eyes. These eyes are excellent for looking up. They can detect the shapes of prey above. In the deep ocean, many creatures are black or red. These colors absorb the blue light that remains. This makes the animals nearly invisible. Blue bioluminescence is the most common light. Some animals produce red light, however. This is a rare and private form of illumination. Most deep-sea creatures cannot see red light. So a red light is like a secret flashlight. The stoplight loosejaw fish uses this trick. It has a red photophore under each eye. It can shine a red beam to see prey. The prey cannot see the beam approaching. Another fascinating detail is the lack of daily cycles. Without sunrise or sunset, life operates differently. Many animals migrate vertically each day. They follow the dimming light in a slow rhythm. This is called the Deal vertical migration. It is the largest migration on Earth by biomass. It happens every single day and night. In the deep ocean, water is very cold. Temperatures hover just above freezing. Near hydrothermal vents, however, water is superheated. These vents are like chimneys on the seafloor. They spew mineral-rich, hot water into the cold. Bacteria here use chemicals, not sunlight, for energy. This process is called chemosynthesis. These bacteria form the base of a unique food web. Giant tube worms cluster around these vents. They have no mouth or digestive system. They host chemosynthetic bacteria inside their bodies. The bacteria provide them with nutrients. The worms are protected by tough white tubes. Vent crabs and vent shrimp also live there. They can withstand the tremendous heat changes. The water from a vent is often pitch black. It is laden with dark metal sulfides. This is why they are called black smokers. Another fascinating detail is the yeti crab. It has hairy arms covered in setae. These hairs cultivate gardens of bacteria. The crab harvests the bacteria for food. It waves its claws in the vent fluids gently. This provides the bacteria with needed chemicals. In the deep ocean, the fangtooth fish has large teeth. Its teeth are disproportionate to its body size. It has the largest teeth relative to body length. It needs these teeth to secure any captured prey. Its body is actually quite small and muscular. It is a fierce predator of the midnight zone. Another fish is the slender snipe eel. It has a very long, bird-like beak. The beak is curved at the tip like tweezers. It uses this beak to pick small crustaceans from the water. Its tail ends in a thin, whip-like filament. In the deep ocean, many organisms are gelatinous. Their bodies are composed mostly of water. This helps them withstand the immense pressure. A jellyfish's bell pulses with a slow rhythm. This rhythm propels it through the dark water. Its tentacles trail behind, capturing food particles. The deep-sea medusa is often a pale color. It may have long, streaming oral arms. These arms are used for ensnaring food. Another fascinating detail is the Dumbo octopus. It has ear-like fins that flap slowly. These fins resemble the ears of an elephant. It uses them to paddle through the water. It lives near the seafloor, foraging for worms. Its movements are graceful and unhurried. Its body is often a pale, gelatinous texture. In the deep ocean, the pressure shapes evolution. Cellular structures are often flexible and fluid. Membranes remain functional under great strain. Enzymes operate efficiently in the cold darkness. Life processes simply take longer here. Growth rates are measured over many years. Some deep-sea corals are thousands of years old. They grow slowly in the cold, nutrient-sparse water. Their branches provide habitat for other creatures. Another fascinating detail is the sea spider. Sea spiders are not true spiders. They are marine arthropods called pycnogonids. In the deep, some have leg spans over a meter. They walk slowly across the seafloor sediment. They use a long proboscis to siphon nutrients. Their bodies are so small that their organs extend into their legs. In the deep ocean, sediment is often called ooze. It is a soft, fine layer of accumulated particles. It may be composed of plankton skeletons. Or it may be clay from distant continents. Footprints or tracks can last for years here. There is no current to erase them. A sea cucumber's trail is a gentle groove. It may remain visible for a very long time. Another detail is the nature of sound. Sound travels far and fast in the deep sea. Whales use low-frequency calls to communicate across basins. But for many small creatures, it is a quiet world. The crackle of a shrimp's claw is a loud event. The pop of a bubble from a vent is significant. Scientists have discovered that hydrothermal vents are noisy. The superheated water boiling forth creates a constant rumble. In the deep ocean, the black dragonfish is elongated. The female is much larger than the male. She has a long, slender body and a fearsome jaw. She also produces her own bioluminescent light. The male is small and lacks a functioning gut. He must find a female to survive. When he does, he attaches to her body permanently. His bloodstream fuses with hers over time. He becomes a permanent parasitic mate. This ensures the female can fertilize her eggs when ready. This extreme adaptation is seen in anglerfish too. The male anglerfish is tiny compared to the female. He latches onto her with his sharp teeth. His body then fuses to hers entirely. He receives nutrients from her bloodstream. In return, he provides sperm for her eggs. Another fascinating detail is the telescope octopus. It is a transparent, gelatinous octopus. Its arms are webbed like a parachute. It drifts vertically in the water column. Its eyes are on long, protruding stalks. These tubular eyes give it a wide field of vision. It is almost entirely see-through. In the deep ocean, the pelican eel is another name for the gulper eel. Its lower jaw is hinged like a pelican's pouch. Its tail is long and ends in a light organ. This organ may attract prey or communicate. The light organ produces pink or red light. The eel can swim with its mouth wide open. This is like dragging a fine net through the water. Its stomach stretches to hold large prey. But it often eats smaller crustaceans and squid. In the deep ocean, many fish are ambush predators. They conserve energy by waiting perfectly still. They may hang motionless in the water column. The deep-sea lizardfish rests on the bottom. It has a large mouth and sharp, needle-like teeth. It will eat anything that comes within range. Its patience is a necessary virtue. Food may not come again for many days. Another fascinating detail is the ping-pong tree sponge. It is a carnivorous sponge that lives anchored to the seafloor. It has branching stems with knobs on the ends. These knobs are covered in microscopic hooks. They capture tiny crustaceans that drift by. The sponge then slowly digests its prey. This process can take a very long time. In the deep ocean, the community around a whale fall is unique. When a whale dies, its body sinks to the seafloor. It provides a massive pulse of nutrients. This creates an oasis in the desert of the abyss. First, mobile scavengers arrive. These include sleeper sharks and hagfish. They consume the soft tissue over months or years. Then, polychaete worms and crustaceans move in. They consume the remaining bits and the bone. Finally, bacteria break down the oils in the bones. These bacteria support a chemosynthetic ecosystem. A single whale fall can feed organisms for decades. Another detail is the hagfish itself. It is an ancient, eel-like animal. It has a skull but no true vertebrae. It produces large amounts of slime as a defense. This slime can clog the gills of a predator. It feeds by burrowing into dead carcasses. It uses keratinous plates on its tongue to scrape flesh. It can tie itself into a knot to gain leverage. In the deep ocean, the coffin fish is a type of anglerfish. It has a broad, flattened body and short tail. It walks on modified pelvic fins along the bottom. Its lure is small and sits on a short stalk. It is a bottom-dwelling, patient hunter. Another creature is the basket star. It is a relative of the starfish. It has a central disc with many branching arms. The arms are finely divided into tiny tendrils. At night, it climbs to an elevated perch. It spreads its arms into a complex net. It catches plankton and detritus from the current. By day, it curls into a tight, hidden ball. In the deep ocean, bioluminescence serves many purposes. It can be used to attract a mate. It can be used to attract prey. It can be used to startle a predator. This is called a burglar alarm response. A startled animal releases a cloud of bioluminescent fluid. This sudden flash may confuse the attacker. It also may attract a larger predator to the scene. The original predator might then flee. Some squid use this tactic effectively. Another purpose is camouflage via counterillumination. Many animals have photophores on their undersides. These photophores produce a faint, steady glow. The glow matches the ambient light from above. This erases the animal's shadow from below. Predators looking up see a uniform, faint glow. In the deep ocean, the tripod fish's fins are sensory. They are not just for standing on the bottom. They can detect vibrations in the water. They help the fish locate tiny movements of prey. The fish itself is often a pale, creamy color. Its eyes are minute and may be non-functional. It lives in the abyssal plains worldwide. Another fascinating detail is the glass squid. Many deep-sea squids have transparent bodies. This provides excellent camouflage in open water. Their only visible features are their eyes and digestive gland. The digestive gland is often a dark, reddish color. It is impossible to make transparent. So it remains as a floating central mass. The squid's eyes may point in different directions. One eye may look upward, the other downward. This helps detect threats from all angles. In the deep ocean, pressure is measured in atmospheres. For every 10 meters of depth, pressure increases by 1 atmosphere. The average ocean depth is around 3,800 meters. That is about 380 atmospheres. Life exists even in the deepest trenches. The Mariana Trench is the deepest known point. It is nearly 11,000 meters deep. The pressure there is over 1,000 atmospheres. Yet life persists in these hadal zones. They are named after Hades, the ancient Greek underworld. Amphipods, small crustaceans, thrive there. They are often a pale, ghostly white color. They scavenge whatever organic matter falls down. Another fascinating detail is the hadal snailfish. It is a small, translucent, tadpole-like fish. It has been observed at depths over 8,000 meters. It is the deepest dwelling fish known to science. It has lost its swim bladder entirely. Its bones are lightweight and partially unfinished. Its skull is not fully closed. This may help with pressure equalization. Its body is a soft, gelatinous consistency. In the deep ocean, the temperature is very stable. It remains just a few degrees above freezing. This stability is comforting to some scientists. The environment changes little over millennia. The currents are slow and steady in the abyss. This is called thermohaline circulation. It is driven by differences in temperature and salinity. This global conveyor belt moves water around the world. It may take 1,000 years for a complete cycle. Nutrients cycle slowly through this system. Another detail is the lack of weather. Storms do not reach the deep seafloor. The only disturbances are occasional turbidity currents. These are underwater landslides of sediment. They can flow down continental slopes. They carve channels and deposit sediment far out. They are like underwater rivers of mud and sand. In the deep ocean, many animals are red. Red light does not penetrate to these depths. So a red animal appears black in this environment. This provides a simple form of camouflage. The bloody belly comb jelly is a deep-sea ctenophore. Ctenophores are not true jellyfish. They move using rows of cilia, not pulsations. The bloody belly comb jelly has a red stomach. Its body is transparent, but its stomach is deep red. This may hide the glow of bioluminescent prey it eats. The prey's light, seen through a transparent stomach, would give away its location. The red stomach acts as a dark curtain. Another fascinating detail is the comb rows. These rows of cilia refract light as the animal moves. This creates a shimmering, rainbow-like effect. The effect is not bioluminescence, but scattering of light. It is a beautiful, passive display. In the deep ocean, some fish have extendable stomachs. This allows them to eat prey larger than themselves. The black swallower is one such fish. It can swallow fish twice its length and 10 times its mass. Its stomach stretches to accommodate the meal. The digestion process is very slow. Sometimes the prey begins to decompose before digestion. This can produce gases that buoy the swallower upward. It may float up to the surface, where it cannot survive. Another adaptation is the lack of scale pigmentation. Many deep-sea fish have very thin, translucent scales. Or they may lack scales altogether. Their skin is delicate and often slimy. This slime layer provides protection from parasites. It also may help with osmoregulation. Osmoregulation is balancing internal salt and water. In the deep ocean, the giant isopod is a large crustacean. It is related to the common pill bug or woodlouse. But it can grow to over 30 centimeters long. It has a hard, segmented exoskeleton for protection. It is a scavenger of the seafloor. It can go for long periods without food. In captivity, one giant isopod fasted for 5 years. It then resumed eating normally. Its metabolism is extremely slow and efficient. Another fascinating detail is its mode of locomotion. It has 14 legs for walking along the bottom. It is not a fast or agile swimmer. It plods deliberately across the soft sediment. Its large, compound eyes reflect the light of submersibles. In the deep ocean, the deep-sea hatchetfish is small. It is rarely longer than a few inches. Its photophores are arranged in precise rows. The pattern of lights is unique to each species. This may help with species recognition in the dark. The lights are controlled by nerves and muscles. The fish can dial the brightness up or down. It can match the exact light level from above. This requires sensitive light-detecting organs on its back. These organs inform the brain of the ambient brightness. In the deep ocean, there are fields of manganese nodules. These are potato-sized lumps of minerals. They form very slowly over millions of years. They contain manganese, iron, nickel, and cobalt. They lie scattered on the abyssal plains. Sea cucumbers and sponges live among them. The nodules provide a hard substrate for attachment. In a world of soft mud, any hard surface is valuable. Another fascinating detail is the xenophyophore. It is a giant, single-celled organism. It can be over 20 centimeters in diameter. It builds a shell called a test from sediment particles. It lives on the deep seafloor. It moves slowly and feeds on particles in the mud. Its shape is often like a flat plate or a twisted rope. It is one of the largest single cells on Earth. In the deep ocean, the siphonophore is a colonial organism. It is not a single animal but a collection of many. These individuals are called zooids. Each zooid has a specialized function. Some are for propulsion, some for feeding, some for reproduction. They are all connected on a long, stem-like structure. The Praia dubia can reach lengths of 40 meters or more. It is one of the longest animals in the world. It drifts vertically in the water column. It deploys a curtain of stinging tentacles to catch prey. Its body is mostly transparent and very fragile. Another siphonophore is the brilliant blue Maris orthocana. It has a series of orange, gas-filled floats. These floats provide buoyancy. Its feeding zooids are a pale, translucent blue. It pulses slowly through the midnight zone. In the deep ocean, many creatures produce light via symbiosis. They host bioluminescent bacteria in special organs. The bacteria produce light as a product of their metabolism. The animal provides the bacteria with a safe home and nutrients. The anglerfish's lure is a classic example. The bacteria are acquired from the seawater when the fish is young. They then colonize the lure's interior. The fish can control the light by restricting oxygen to the bacteria. No oxygen means no light production. Another fascinating detail is the pinecone fish. It has light organs on its lower jaw. These organs contain bioluminescent bacteria. The fish uses the light to see and attract small prey. It can also shutter the light organs with black membranes. In the deep ocean, the cookie-cutter shark is a small shark. It lives in the twilight zone but migrates upward at night. It takes circular bites out of much larger animals. Its bite leaves a distinctive plug-like wound. It has specially adapted lips to create a suction seal. It then twists its body to remove the flesh plug. Its teeth are large and triangular on the bottom. Its upper teeth are small and needle-like. This allows it to anchor and then slice. Its body is cylindrical and dark brown in color. Another detail is the goblin shark, a rare deep-sea shark. It has a long, flattened snout and protrusible jaws. Its jaws can shoot forward to snatch prey. Its skin is a pale, pinkish-gray color. Its teeth are long, slender, and needle-like. It is a slow-moving, ambush predator. Its snout is covered in electroreceptors to detect prey. In the deep ocean, the chambered nautilus is a living fossil. It is a cephalopod related to squids and octopuses. It has a spiral, chambered shell for buoyancy. It lives on deep reef slopes, often several hundred meters down. It moves by jet propulsion, a slow, rhythmic pulse. It has up to 90 tentacles, but no suckers. Its eyes are simple pinhole cameras with no lenses. It grows by adding new chambers to its shell. It fills the new chambers with gas to maintain neutral buoyancy. Another fascinating detail is its logarithmic spiral shell. The shape follows a precise mathematical pattern. The pattern is found throughout nature. It is seen in galaxies and hurricanes. The nautilus has existed for over 500 million years. In the deep ocean, many worms are polychaetes. They have segmented bodies with bristly parapodia. Some are active swimmers in the water column. Others burrow in the seafloor sediment. The Pompeii worm lives near hydrothermal vents. It can withstand extremely high temperatures. It builds a tube on the side of a vent chimney. Its head may experience 80 degrees Celsius. Its tail is in water at 22 degrees Celsius. It is one of the most heat-tolerant animals on Earth. Another worm is the zombie worm, or bone-eating snotflower. It feeds on the bones of whale falls. It has no mouth or gut. Instead, it uses root-like structures to bore into bone. It hosts symbiotic bacteria that break down the bone's lipids. The worm then absorbs the nutrients released. The female worm is large and rooted in the bone. The male worm is microscopic and lives inside the female. In the deep ocean, the colors are often muted. There are no bright corals or tropical fish. The palette consists of black, red, gray, and white. Translucent bodies are also very common. This gives the deep sea a ghostly, ethereal appearance. When a submersible's lights turn on, color appears. Reds and oranges suddenly become visible. Without artificial light, it is a monochrome world. Another fascinating detail is the slow pace of life. Heart rates are often very low. Movements are deliberate and energy-conserving. Reproduction may happen only once in a lifetime. Eggs may be few in number but large and yolky. This ensures the offspring have a good start. Some animals brood their eggs until they hatch. The vampire squid broods its few eggs for many months. It does not eat during this brooding period. In the deep ocean, the giant amphipod is a crustacean. Amphipods are normally small, shrimp-like creatures. In the deep, some species grow to 30 centimeters. They are scavengers, attracted to any food fall. They can swarm a carcass in large numbers. They are an important part of the deep sea cleanup crew. Another large crustacean is the king crab. Some species migrate to the deep seafloor. They walk in large groups across the sediment. They forage for worms, clams, and other bottom dwellers. Their long legs help them navigate the soft mud. In the deep ocean, the black sea devil is an anglerfish. It has a large, gaping mouth and sharp teeth. Its body is black and gelatinous. Its lure is short and tipped with a light. It lives in the bathypelagic zone, the midnight zone. It is rarely seen by humans. Most observations come from deep-diving submersibles. Its teeth are angled inward and are transparent. Another fascinating detail is its expandable stomach. It can eat prey much larger than its own body. After such a large meal, it may not eat again for months. Its energy budget is calculated for long periods of fasting. In the deep ocean, the lancelet is a simple chordate. It is a small, translucent, fish-like filter feeder. It buries itself in the sand with only its head exposed. It filters organic particles from the water. It represents an early stage in vertebrate evolution. It has a notochord, a flexible rod for support. But it lacks a true backbone or complex eyes. Another simple filter feeder is the sea squirt. It is a sac-like animal anchored to the seafloor. It draws water in through one siphon. It filters out plankton and oxygen, then expels the water. Its larval form has a primitive spinal cord. The adult loses this cord after it attaches to a surface. In the deep ocean, the environmental conditions are stable. This stability allows for very long lifespans. Some rockfish live for over 200 years. The Greenland shark may live for centuries. In the cold, dark depths, metabolism is extremely slow. Cellular repair mechanisms are very efficient. The growth of deep-sea corals is incredibly slow. A branch may grow only a few millimeters per year. A large coral colony can be thousands of years old. It has been growing since ancient human civilizations began. Another fascinating detail is the constant snow. Marine snow falls continuously from the upper ocean. It is the main source of food for many deep-sea creatures. It consists of dead plankton, fecal pellets, and other detritus. It drifts down in a slow, silent shower. It can take weeks for a particle to reach the bottom. This snow feeds filter feeders, deposit feeders, and scavengers. It is the base of the deep-sea food web. In the deep ocean, some fish have light organs on stalks. These stalks can be moved and positioned. This allows the fish to direct its light beam. The stalked light may lure prey from a specific direction. Or it may help illuminate a small area for hunting. The male anglerfish of some species have large eyes. These eyes help them find the faint glow of a female. The female's bioluminescent lure is her beacon. The male follows this light in the immense darkness. Once attached, he no longer needs his large eyes. They often degenerate over time. Another fascinating detail is the use of red bioluminescence. The species that can see red light have an advantage. They can use their red light like a secret lantern. The black dragonfish produces red light from photophores under its eyes. It also has a chlorophyll-like pigment in its retina. This pigment allows it to see the red light it produces. This is a private visual channel in the deep sea. In the deep ocean, the pressure affects protein structures. Proteins must remain flexible under high pressure. Deep-sea creatures have adaptations in their cell membranes. Their membranes have more unsaturated fatty acids. This keeps them fluid and functional. Their enzymes are shaped to work under these conditions. Studying these adaptations helps scientific research. It helps in understanding the limits of life on Earth. It may inform the search for life on other worlds. Worlds like Europa, a moon of Jupiter, have deep oceans under ice. Another detail is the silence, but not complete silence. The deep sea has its own soundscape. There is the constant crackling of shrimp, the low-frequency moans of whales, the rumbling of earthquakes and underwater volcanoes, the pings and sonar of human vessels far above. But for the most part, it is a quiet, peaceful place. In the deep ocean, the bristlemouth is likely the most numerous vertebrate. It is a small, elongated fish with a large mouth. It has rows of tiny, sharp teeth. It migrates vertically in massive schools each night. Its biomass is thought to be enormous. Yet it is rarely seen because it lives in the deep twilight zone. It is a key link in the oceanic food chain. It eats tiny crustaceans and is eaten by larger fish. Another fascinating detail is its light-producing organs. It has photophores along its belly and sides. These photophores are used for counterillumination. They help hide the fish from predators below. The pattern of photophores is species-specific. In the deep ocean, many organisms are unknown to science. New species are discovered on almost every deep-sea expedition. The deep sea is the largest habitat on the planet. Yet it is the least explored. Less than 5% has been seen by human eyes. There are likely millions of species still undiscovered. They live in the mud, the water column, and around vents. Each discovery adds a piece to the puzzle of life. Another detail is the technology used for exploration. Manned submersibles like Alvin can descend to great depths. Remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, are piloted from ships. Autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, map the seafloor. These vehicles have robotic arms for collecting samples. They have high-definition cameras and powerful lights. They move slowly to avoid disturbing the delicate environment. Their presence is a temporary intrusion in an ancient world. In the deep ocean, the communities are often sparse. Animals are widely spaced due to limited food. This makes finding a mate a significant challenge. Bioluminescent mating signals are one solution. Another solution is the parasitic male strategy. Some species may release pheromones into the water. These chemical signals can travel long distances in currents. A female may sense a male is nearby. She then follows the scent trail to find him. Another fascinating detail is the sensitivity to vibration. In the absence of light, sound and vibration become crucial. The lateral line system in fish detects water movements. This system is a series of fluid-filled canals under the skin. It can sense the slightest disturbance from a swimming prey. Many deep-sea fish have a well-developed lateral line. It helps them navigate and hunt in total darkness. In the deep ocean, some animals practice vertical migration. They spend the day in the darker, deeper layers. At night, they ascend to the twilight zone to feed. This daily journey can be hundreds of meters. It is undertaken to follow the vertical migration of plankton. The plankton rises at night to feed near the surface. Their predators follow them up. Then, as dawn approaches, everyone descends again. This is a slow, rhythmic dance of the ocean's inhabitants. It happens every 24 hours across the globe. Another detail is the adaptation of buoyancy. Many deep-sea animals replace heavy ions with lighter ones. For example, some jellyfish replace sulfate ions with chloride ions. Sulfate is heavier than chloride. This substitution makes their bodies more neutrally buoyant. It helps them float without expending much energy. Some fish have fats and oils that are less dense than water. These lipids provide both energy storage and buoyancy. In the deep ocean, the process of evolution has been slow. Environmental changes happen over geological timescales. This allows for the persistence of ancient life forms. The coelacanth is a famous living fossil fish. It was thought extinct for millions of years. It lives in deep ocean caves and slopes. Its fins have a lobe-like structure, a precursor to limbs. The vampire squid is another relic from the past. Its form has changed very little over millions of years. Another fascinating detail is the simplicity of some designs. Nature often finds elegant, simple solutions in the deep. A transparent body is effective camouflage. Red pigmentation is effective camouflage. Producing light is useful for many tasks. Slow movement conserves precious energy. These principles are repeated across many different species. They are the hallmarks of deep-sea life. In the deep ocean, the water is often very clear. There is little phytoplankton to cloud the water. This clarity allows light, both natural and bioluminescent, to travel far. A single faint glow can be seen from many meters away. This is why counterillumination is so important. Any silhouette is easily visible against the faint background light. The background light is the filtered sunlight from above. Or it is the collective glow of other organisms. Another detail is the absence of plant life. No sunlight means no photosynthesis. The base of the food web is either marine snow or chemosynthesis. This creates a different kind of ecosystem. It is not based on the daily energy of the sun. It is based on the slow rain of detritus or the chemical energy of the earth. This makes the deep sea a fundamentally alien world. Yet it is a world entirely of our own planet. In the deep ocean, the tripod fish's strategy is energy efficient. It stands still, facing into the current. It does not chase its prey. It waits for the current to deliver tiny morsels. Its elongated fin rays keep its sensory organs off the muddy bottom. This prevents them from being clogged by sediment. It is a perfect adaptation for a low-energy environment. Another fish, the whip-nose anglerfish, has a long lure. The lure is on a filament that can be extended and retracted. It can wave the lure in front of its mouth like a fishing pole. This may attract curious prey from a wider area. The fish itself is small and dark in color. In the deep ocean, the process of bioluminescence is chemical. It involves a molecule called luciferin and an enzyme called luciferase. Luciferin reacts with oxygen, catalyzed by luciferase. This reaction releases energy in the form of light. The color of the light depends on the structure of the luciferin. In marine organisms, it is usually blue-green. Some animals can produce their own luciferin. Others must obtain it through their diet. The chemical reaction is often very efficient. It produces almost no heat, only cold light. Another fascinating detail is the use of light for communication. Flashing patterns can signal species, sex, or readiness to mate. These patterns are like a slow, silent Morse code. They are broadcast into the vast, dark water. A receiving individual must interpret the pattern correctly. This is how many deep-sea creatures find each other. In the deep ocean, the giant tube worms at vents grow quickly. They can grow over a meter in length in just a few years. This is fast for the deep sea. Their rapid growth is fueled by the abundant chemical energy. The bacteria inside them convert hydrogen sulfide into sugar. The worms provide the bacteria with oxygen and carbon dioxide. It is a perfect symbiotic relationship. The vents are temporary features on the seafloor. They eventually become inactive when the heat source shifts. The community around a vent must then disperse or perish. Another detail is the unique fauna of cold seeps. Cold seeps are areas where hydrocarbons leak from the seafloor. They support communities based on methane or sulfide. Clams and mussels with symbiotic bacteria thrive there. These clams can be very large and long-lived. They form beds on the muddy bottom. Worms and crabs are also common at cold seeps. In the deep ocean, many animals have reduced skeletons. Heavy bones are a disadvantage under high pressure. They also require more energy to build and maintain. So cartilaginous skeletons are common. Sharks and rays do well in the deep for this reason. Their cartilage is lightweight and flexible. Their bodies are often flabby and high in water content. This gives them a gelatinous, soft appearance. Another adaptation is the enlargement of some senses. The hearing of many deep-sea fish is very acute. They can detect low-frequency sounds from great distances. Their eyes, if they have them, are often very large. Or they may have tiny eyes and rely on other senses. The lateral line system is usually highly developed. It detects minute water currents and vibrations. In the deep ocean, the colors of bioluminescence vary. Blue-green is the most common, as mentioned. But some organisms produce yellow light. A few produce red light. There are even some that produce a faint violet light. The combination of different colors can create patterns. These patterns may be used for species recognition. The firefly squid, which lives in shallower deep water, can produce blue light. It has photophores all over its body. It can create stunning displays of rippling light. Another fascinating detail is the depth of the deep sea. The ocean is, on average, 3,800 meters deep. The deepest point is nearly 11,000 meters. Life exists at all these depths. The conditions become more extreme with increasing depth. Yet life has found a way to persist. The adaptations become more specialized. The animals become more fragile and strange to our eyes. They are perfectly suited to their home, however. In the deep ocean, time seems to move at a different pace. Growth is slow. Reproduction is infrequent. Movements are deliberate. The constant fall of marine snow is a slow rain. The currents are sluggish and grand. It is a world of patience and quiet endurance. There is no rush, because there is no day or night. There is only the endless, peaceful dark. Another detail is the resilience of deep sea life. Despite the extreme pressure, cold, and darkness, life thrives. It has done so for hundreds of millions of years. It is largely insulated from surface catastrophes. Asteroid impacts or climate shifts have less effect here. This stability has allowed ancient lineages to survive. The deep sea is a refuge, a museum of evolutionary history. In the deep ocean, our knowledge is always growing. Every expedition returns with new images, new data, new species. Each discovery fills in a small part of the map. Yet the map remains mostly blank. This vast, silent world is still a mystery. It reminds us how much of our own planet is unknown. It is a frontier, but a gentle one. A frontier of slow discoveries and quiet wonder. Another fascinating detail is the sheer volume of this habitat. The deep sea constitutes over 95% of the living space on Earth. It is the dominant habitat of our planet. In that sense, creatures like the anglerfish or the vampire squid are not oddities. They are the normal inhabitants of the world. We, and the sunlit forests and plains, are the rare exceptions. This shift in perspective is humbling. The deep sea is not a marginal zone. It is the main event. And so we reach the end of this gentle stream of facts. The deep sea is a realm of darkness, pressure, and silence. It is a world of patient creatures and soft, self-made lights. Its rhythms are slow, its timescales vast. Thinking of it can calm a restless mind. There is no urgency in the abyss. There is only the slow pulse of life, adapted to an eternal night. Thank you for allowing this voice to accompany you as you relaxed. If you wish to listen to more content designed for rest, you might explore other sleep documentaries on this channel. But for now, let the quiet images of the deep sea fade into your own quiet thoughts. Let the darkness behind your eyelids be as peaceful as the deep ocean. Breathe slowly. Drift softly. And sleep.